What's up, Shinobi Central fam? Today, we're tackling a topic that anime fans can't stop debating. Characters who had all the hype, all the setup, and all the potential, only for it to be thrown away. This list comes straight from Reddit discussions, where thousands of fans share their frustrations about characters who could have been legends. So let's count down the top 10 anime characters who wasted their potential, according to Redditors. 10. Mystigan, Fairy Tail. Mystigan entered Fairy Tail as one of the strongest S-class wizards. He was mysterious, powerful, and hinted to have a deep backstory connected to Daedalus. Fans thought he'd play a central role later in the story. Instead, he got sidelined and written off faster than anyone expected. One Redditor wrote, "Mystigan was built up as this super strong mystery character, but he barely had any screen time. They just dropped him like he never mattered." Fans argue he could have been as impactful as Erza or even Gildarts if given proper focus. Instead, he's remembered more for what could have been. 9. Cars, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Cars was hyped as the ultimate life form, the peak of evolution. His design, his power, and his build-up made him a terrifying villain. But when it came time for his downfall, it felt rushed and silly, being launched into space with no real closure. As one fan on Reddit put it, Cars was terrifying, powerful, and built up perfectly, but the way he went out, that was comedy, not climax. Redditors still debate if Cars could have been the best JoJo villain if his ending wasn't written as a joke. 8. Panacotta Fugo, JoJo's Golden Wind. When Fugo was introduced, fans loved his stand Purple Haze, a brutal ability that could have changed every fight in Golden Wind. But after one battle, he left the main squad and never returned. One Redditor summed it up perfectly. Fugo had the most broken stand in the group, but Araki just didn't know how to handle him. Instead of being central to the story, he was erased. Fans still argue Fugo deserved his own arc, or at least a proper showdown. Instead, he's remembered as a massive missed opportunity. 7th Maze Hughes, Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood. Hughes was one of the most beloved characters in FMA. His intelligence, his detective skills, and his relationship with Mustang and the Elrics made him feel like a long-term player. But his shocking death in the first half of the series meant we never got to see him fulfill that potential. As one Redditor put it, "We lost Hughes too soon. He could have been a key player all the way to the end, but instead, he's remembered as a tragedy." Sure, his death was powerful, but it left fans mourning not just the man, but all the storylines he could have been a part of. 6. Lady Nagant, My Hero Academia. Lady Nagant is one of the best designs in My Hero Academia. A former pro-hero turned villain, with a tragic past and a fascinating quirk. She was set up as a game-changing opponent for Deku during his darkest arc, and then, she was gone, almost instantly. One fan complained, "Nagant had the perfect setup, tragic backstory, strong powers, unique design, and then Horikoshi just threw her away after 2 episodes." Fans agree. Lady Nagant could have been a central rival to Deku, someone who challenged his ideals. Instead, she faded into obscurity. 5. Yamato, Naruto. Yamato had one of the coolest powers in the series, Wood Release. He was literally the bridge between Konoha's dark experiments and Hashirama's legendary DNA. He could have been essential in the 4th Great Ninja War. Instead, he was shoved to the sidelines and reduced to comic relief in Boruto. One Redditor wrote, "Yamato went from being one of the most important characters in Naruto to a background extra. It's insane how they wasted him." Naruto fans still put Yamato on wasted potential lists because he could have been the one to carry forward Hashirama's legacy, but wasn't. 4. Gohan, Dragon Ball Z/Super. Arguably the most famous example of wasted potential in anime. Gohan had one of the best arcs in DBZ, going from a timid kid to the hero who defeated Cell. Fans thought he'd take over as the series' main protagonist, but in Dragon Ball Super, he's sidelined and turned into comic relief. As one fan said, Gohan peaked at Cell. Everything after that just ruined him. He should have been the next Goku, but instead, he became a nerd joke. Even though Dragon Ball Super tried to redeem him with the Tournament of Power, fans agree it's too little, too late. 3. Neji Hyuga, Naruto. Neji was introduced as a prodigy, a genius of the Hyuga clan, a Byakugan master, and a genius strategist. His arc in Part 1 against Naruto showed how deep his story could have gone, but after that, he was sidelined. His eventual death in the war arc felt abrupt and meaningless. A Redditor wrote, Neji didn't die as Neji. He died as a plot device for Naruto and Hinata's love story. Naruto fans have never forgiven Kishimoto for wasting Neji's potential as one of the greats of his generation. 2. Sakura Haruno, Naruto. Sakura is one of the most debated characters in anime. She had everything: sharp intelligence, perfect chakra control, and Tsunade as her mentor. She should have been the healer and fighter who rivaled Naruto and Sasuke. Instead, her growth was inconsistent. One Redditor explained, every time Sakura showed growth, the story dragged her back into being a side character, obsessed with Sasuke. Even Kishimoto admitted in interviews that he struggled to write her character properly. While she had shining moments like the Sasori fight, her potential as the main heroine was never fully realized. Naman. Rock Lee, Naruto. And at number 1, Rock Lee. No surprise here. Rock Lee was the underdog, the hard worker who proved that effort could rival natural talent. His fight against Gaara in the Chunin exams is still legendary. Fans were convinced Lee would become one of Konoha's strongest ninjas. But after Part 1, he was left in the shadows while Naruto and Sasuke stole the spotlight. As one fan perfectly put it, Rock Lee was supposed to be the ultimate payoff for the hard work beats talent theme. Instead, they forgot about him completely. Redditors almost always put Rock Lee at the top of wasted potential lists because he symbolizes a message that the story itself abandoned. And that's it. The top 10 anime characters who wasted their potential according to Redditors. From Rock Lee to Gohan, these characters could have been legendary, but their writers left fans frustrated instead. Now I want to hear from you. Which anime character do you think had the most wasted potential? Do you agree with Reddit's picks, or would you change the order? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe to Shinobi Central for more anime deep dives. Until next time, stay legendary.